going on, Jerome's? So last year was an absolute anomaly in the NFC, where the Vikings, 14 wins, the most wins for a wild card team in NFL history. And on top of that, you look at the Packers, allegedly, with 11 wins. The Commies also had 12. So you're thinking, okay, these teams racking up and stacking up wins still as wild cards, all this, that, and the other thing. We need to change the playoffs where, just because you win your division, you shouldn't win a home game. Right, but of course the Vikings went on the road, actually a neutral site against the 4-seed Rams as the 5-seed wild card, and the Vikings lost because Sam Darnold held on to the ball and got sacked 9 times. Now you'd think that the Vikings would be at the forefront of leading this charge of reseeding, just like, this needs to change. This injustice cannot stand. But actually, it's not. It's the low-energy Detroit Lions trying to make this push to reseed the playoffs and take away home games from division winners, which is stupid. Also, it speaks to the fact that the Lions understand they're not going to be winning the division anytime soon. So they're just trying to get the best seed that they possibly can because they know that the Vikings are coming. Boo! That's right. Albert Breer, NFL owners will vote next week to radically change playoff seeding, doing it strictly by record and reseeding after the first round. And the push play proposal for now, blah, 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 blah. Now, I could get on board with reseeding after the first round. That would be fine, but I don't know. Ari Mariov, NFL owners, blah, 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 blah. More details. If teams have the same record, division title would serve as the first tiebreaker, not head-to-head. Oh, loaded. Oh, okay. So divisions actually do matter as a tiebreaker. After the first round, teams would be reseeded, so the number one would always play the lowest remaining seed. I could be okay with that. It'd be fine. The NFL wants to increase late-season competitiveness and excitement and reduce teams resting starters in week 17, 18. You could make the case that if automatic home games go away from division winners, that you would have the exact opposite effect. All right, so here's the bracket from last year under the current rules, which should be the rules that remain. Right, so the 14-win Vikings, 5-seed on the road, but really Arizona against the Rams. Lions were the 1-seed. Bucks and the Eagles were hosting. And then the 11-win Packers were the 7-seed. 12-win Commies were the 6th-seed. Now, it didn't matter for the Commies. Or 12-win wild card versus a 10-win division winner seemed to work okay. Did not work okay for the Vikings, allegedly. But if the proposed rules were applied to last year, here's how things would work. So the Eagles would still be the 2-seed. They'd win the tiebreaker with the Vikings. Vikings would be the 3-seed, hosting the 6-seed Bucks, who won the NFC South. The 4-seed would actually go to the Commies with 12 wins, hosting the 11-win Greasy Grimy Green Bay Packers, and the 2 10-win teams who won their division. Rams would be the 7th-seed at Philly, and the Bucks, like we said, would be the 6th-seed. And then reseeding, it would be whoever has the fewest wins of the remaining teams from the regular season would end up playing the Lions in round 2. Now, I could get on board with something like that, but the rest of it, we've said our piece before, but again, it's still very stupid. And also, for the 17,000th time, the Vikings would be the team that would have the most to gripe about last season. There's been zero goose egg D'Angelo Russell griping or whining or trying to get rules changed. It's been the Lions. It's been the Lions, man. The Vikings don't care because guess what? The rules are the rules, and then you just go out and play. Win your division. All right. So why this proposal is dumb? Last year was an anomaly. So it's not going to be like this every year, right? And one exception should not make a rule. And again, as a Vikings fan, certainly would have room to piss and moan, but don't care. Hey, the Vikings also had a chance to win the division week 18. They didn't do it. All right. And also the schedule rotation was a huge factor. But let's be honest. So the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings went 12-0 against the AFC South. Right. So why would top playoff rankings be determined by the luck of the schedule rotation, where one division is down in the league and other teams that get to play them, they get their stock boosted up? Nah. Also, why not just eliminate divisions then? Get rid of rivalries, get rid of everything. Just have it be a free-for-all, right? If that's what you want to do. But divisions need to matter. Rivalries need to matter. And you could say, like, well, if we're taking away the automatic home game for division winners, then it's actually a competitive disadvantage and disingenuous to have certain teams play each other twice within the divisions, right? So you could make that logical case. But no, divisions and rivalries are what makes this game great. Against playing the Packers, playing the Bears, playing the low energy Lions. Like it matters, right? It's important. Also, division races need to matter because. So imagine, say the Vikings and Lions had the 2-3 seed locked up, and it wasn't for the 1 seed week 18. They would just rested their starters because in the grand scheme of things, 2 or 3 seed doesn't matter. Right? You're still going to get a home game, so why not rest everyone? So we would have missed all that drama week 18, which frankly would have been kind of nice the way that things turned out. Right? But if teams aren't incentivized by, hey, if you win the division, you get a home game versus, hey, if you're a wild card, you're on the road, and hey, we're locked into 2, 3, 4, we're locked into 5, 6, 7. Doesn't matter. It just takes the starch out of everything. Plus, if you get rid of divisions and get rid of rivalries, why does it matter anyway? Right? The Vikings just be randomly playing the Falcons week 18 or something like that. Also, wild card division winners get screwed. So if you keep the divisions and so say you win a division in a rough year. You win a division at 9-8, and you get in as a 7 seed wild card in the playoffs. You're on the road against a 2 seed, blah, blah, blah. But next year, schedule-wise, you still play a first-place schedule. So you're a 9-8 team on the road wild card, and then you have to still go play a first-place schedule. Nah, that's ridiculous. Because the NFL wants parity, but this would absolutely be the antithesis of it. Yeah, and divisions could be lost for years because of this whole thing. Because, hey, if you get in the playoffs, to get in the dance, you have a chance, especially if you have a home game, right? And you need to have that carrot out in front of teams because it could be a spot, too, where teams could just be a whole division could just be lost for years. And that's something that the league doesn't want to do. And plus, divisions are rising and falling all the time. I know right now the NFC North is on top, and people are pissed at Mo's like, oh, sure, there's yeah, but what about when everything ebbs and flows? Because remember, the NFC West, like, used to be really good, used to be really bad. And remember when, what was it, the Seahawks won 8-8? Yeah, won the division. That's where people were really griping about it. Then the NFC West got really good. It seems like everyone is complaining about reseeding until their division is bad. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, my team won the division. And they would flip their lids if they had to go on the road as a 7 seed. It's ridiculous, man. Also, F the Lions. Like, the only reason the Lions are proposing this is because they know that the Vikings are going to be winning the division 12 times in the next 10 years, on top of winning 12 Jerome Bardens in the next 10 years. And they're just trying to be like, well, maybe we should just, instead of a wild card, we should be a 2, 3, 4 seed. No, screw it. Screw your mom, screw your face. I really hope this doesn't pass because this is extremely stupid. Hey, if it's not broke, break it. And again, we as Vikings fans would have the number one gripe. Except I feel in general, it is what it is. And it's not like the Vikings didn't have a chance to win the division, get the 1 seed, get the bye, but they didn't, right? So all of that still needs to matter. Incentives need to matter. So just go from there. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. The NFL is going to be voting to potentially reseed the bracket. Nah, it's fine as it is. Let us know thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value. Actually, get rid of the 7 seed. Go back to 2 buys and 6 teams in the playoffs when we used to be a proper country.